Well, I just had to do it. Yesterday again was the 22nd, and snow was melting really good. It got up in the low 50s and the bees started to fly and do their cleansing flights. And today, the 23rd, they're out again very heavily. It was 60 degrees and I just had to open up the hive, especially the one you see behind me there, because that is where I had to put a Beeweaver queen in. And I just wanted to make sure that little hive was going to make it, and it did. And I look back, and a year ago I had filmed on the 23rd of February, and the bees were bringing in all kinds of pollen. So this year it seems like we're running a little bit late because they're not bringing anything in just yet. They're just finally woke up from winter, and they're out kind of checking things out. The clusters have all broken up inside and they're kind of moving around and finding the rest of their honey stores. So anyway, what I filmed here was just watching them do their cleansing flights yesterday, and then today I quickly got in and took a look and seen how things were doing. So hope you enjoy. Now that's a beautiful sight. February the 22nd, after the cold wave we've had through here with the temperatures down to -12, wind chill for the last week. And today it's about almost 50 degrees. And all three hives are out and moving. They're out doing their cleansing flights. So at the moment, my A hive, my B hive, and C hive are all still alive. Bee poop. It's almost 60 degrees, and I thought I would quickly get into this here beehive. This is the one I had trouble with last year, and the queen left me. I fed them sugar water in the early fall to try to make sure they'd have enough stores for winter, and I've went through it, just opened it up a little bit. So I was just going to show you a couple things here. The bees seem to be doing fine. When you look at them here, in this, you can maybe see there is pollen in there, but I know they haven't gotten any pollen from anywhere, I don't think, at this moment, because it's been so cold the last few weeks and they've not been out till yesterday. But they do have a little bit of pollen in there, and there's a lot of cells full of it. It looks like you can see it, a liquid there. And I really don't know, this was like this last year. And I kind of wonder if they, for some reason, might have not stored some of the moisture in the hive in these little cells, because it really doesn't look like nectar. There is a hive beetle. I did see a couple hive beetles in here, but I saw no signs of worms, or their larvae anyway. This hive has several bars of honey still in it, so I made it through it without having to feed anything. And I will show you this one bar here. I've got about 3 bars on them that have brood, and they're all, I don't know if you can see this here, and they're all in this little area here, so I don't want them to be chilled, but there is actually brood in there, and I saw some larvae there. So the queen is laying. Get that back in there. Right now I'm sitting in the sun here and I'm sweating, and this is reflecting heat, so I'm not too concerned about them getting chilled here at the moment. And like I say, but I'm not going to leave it open. I'm just going to close it back up real quick. They've got about 5 or 6 bars of honey here, or sugar honey I guess you'd call it, from the fall. So I'm going to close this back up. I know the queen's alive. She's laid recently, and again she's got a few little patches of brood about that big. So I would say just as soon as the pollen starts to come on these trees here, they'll start bringing pollen in, and they'll start producing brood here in March. They say March here is maybe one of the biggest months of brood being raised, getting ready for spring. So anyway, looks good. Hive's still alive. This is the one I was mostly concerned about, and I think they're going to make it through the winter, it looks like here. If we can make it another month, I think we're going to be okay. So it looks like they're still doing good, and we'll see what happens. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day. And the snow's melting. Maybe we're getting close to spring.